going from just reading the scriptures, just to read them, to actually applying them and observing them, you see that God is very intentional on why he tells us to do certain things. When you observe the word taking play, you see why the word tells us, above all, to seek wisdom, above all, to seek knowledge, to seek understanding. It is more precious than rubies and anything that your hearts desire. The word says Satan deceives the entire world. Satan comes dressed as the angel of light. And you ask yourself, how do I observe this deception of the entire world? And what Satan does, because remember, Satan knows the word more than every one of us. He even tried to use scripture to tempt Jesus. So what he does, nothing new under the sun. What he does is he takes the scripture and he asks, how can I twist it? What the word says, how can I get people to accept the opposite? How can I get people to love the opposite? And he puts his schemes into play. He deceives people. He gives people these distractions, dopamine hits, things that just naturally draw you away from God, to the point where it requires a lot more force and a lot more attention to focus on him. When you have the Instagrams, shorts, the TikToks, the YouTube shorts, the dopamine hits, you have the phone where you can get instant rush, instant gratification. You got the porn that's free to access. You got all these different dopamine rushes. You got these subscriptions. You got the Netflix, the Hulu, Disney Plus bundles, these sports, these football games, basketball games, video games. You have all these instant gratifications, these dopamine rushes. And Satan is very smart. He doesn't force people to do it. They just naturally do it, because reading the Bible, submitting to God, resisting the devil, it requires actual work. And when you've been so consumed by the dopamine rushes, it gets to the point where the Bible is a turnoff. You got to actually pick up the Bible and you got to actually read it and flip through pages and sit in silence and read the word. People just consciously, they would rather choose the dopamine rushes. There's a reason why God says that he will reveal his mysteries to those that are chosen. Many are called, few are chosen. Because just reading scriptures is not enough. You got to understand precepts. Precepts are a very, very key thing, because one scripture leads to the next. And the Bible is like this one huge big tree with roots all over, hundreds and thousands of roots that just spread all across, all different directions, but they all connect to that one tree. Observe the word that you read. Ask yourself, how can I observe this today?